But Cloud9 and CLG, when looking at the draft in its entirety, I think will have a very intriguing journey going from draft to draft because they are very different in the ways that they can put their win conditions. What do you think of the way they've indexed in this particular game?
I love both these drafts. CLG could actually be a good pickup, but he's getting targeted early.
Has to flash out of the vicinity, but sees multiple members of CLG on his tail. Fudge waiting for the last hits. Blubber here to try and offer some assistance with some lockdown thrown on saplings going in. The charge up from Dokla cannot connect with
M&S?
Fudge, and M&S looking for the angle, looking to collapse. The root onto one from Blabber. M&S slinging on in there, hitting away with the Q, and what it do? First blood for Fudge.
Cloud9 showing that they are a little...
Picks on more team-oriented picks. Part of that conversation is the way Blabber and the rest of the teams respond. Oh, Fudge right across mid side though, running into some danger once again.
This high tempo style allows them to then go start snowballing neutral objectives, and Blabber has been one of the least proactive junglers in the LCS. He's been a little bit better in the second half of the season playing with M&S, but the team does use his so smart.
Which means because of that pressure just through sheer vision, they're able to offer on that bot side after taking that dragon. Blabber can be here on the top side to try to make the pay. Palafox going in onto it on Blabber though, stunned away. And a double knock-up. M&S over the wall he goes. Multiple ults utilized. Contract burn on down. Palafox soon to follow, ends up flashing out of it. Fudge getting a channel over here onto Dokla who wants to escape, but it's a split up of the fight. Multiple lives lost, the 2-for-1 place, and very standard to be able to drop it, especially ahead of this dragon as the fight starts to break out. Contracts going in, and Maokai throwing the ultimate in response. A charm onto one, and the laser coming through for Sven, so he has to flash out of it. And off from the side, Berserkers get the damage down. One hail to get the kill onto Poom, and Contracts has way too many blue lines on the pursuit of his own body, separating him from the fight. It's the one for double trade again.
Instead, they try and get the wave shoving again before they do it, but Palafox in some trouble here.
Wanted to find a moment to push this up, but now flashing in response to M&S going in with the ultimate for Blabber. Again, here to lock him down. The lock with the golden, but Palafox can't get to Poom quick enough until the final blow comes from M&S. And Poom, the sacrifice to follow for Cloud9. Getting the victory in that engage.
Oh, Palafox just stepping a little bit too far forward in lane. C9 with the inside trap from River, cut him off. That's 2 kills. Luger wants something though.
Trying to get something here. M&S falling pretty low to the lathering bolts of Luger, so a pick-up kill from CLG while Cloud9 take their second Drake of the game.
Good of them to find a cleanup kill there and stop the pressure from the bot side. Of course, Berserker will shove in mid lane, grab this first turret of the game. During this time, though, you saw Contracts focused up on this top side with Dokla forced Fudge out of the lane. They're going to trade a turret back, so a 2,000 gold lead.
Comes to exactly what you were saying. A lot of these comps just having that single target that you really need to remove right off the bat for the most damage. Blabber getting caught right here in the line bush though, the responding Rune, but ends up falling to the hand of Palafox. So CLG around this second Rift Herald.
They finally execute on that play. Absolutely massive to get his kill there because it allows him to grab this Rift Herald. As we see, Palafox in some trouble.
The play made on the opposite side. Palafox's sacrifice for the rest of the team focusing sure that Dokla can engage if necessary.
A lot of flanks.
Cloud9 starting up onto the dragon. They know that Poom is here and M&S wants to zone him off. Fudge coming through as well. There's the ultimate from Blabber, the stun and more, and the knockback onto Dokla and the squad. Berserker getting marked so low by Contracts though. Contracts isolating the target very effectively. Cloud9, no one here to make their stand. CLG bullying him out of the pit. M&S here, stepping up to it. Fudge wanting to line, hits the Q back. M&S goes in, knocks up multiple on the backside. Poom to fall, and Baron goes down, secured by CLG.
Fudge just not grouped up and didn't have a way to contribute to that team fight, so just very split focus there.
Oh, and coming back into it.
Oh, Sven immediately jumped on again.
Was going through the jungle.
We're able to grab some of this objective down, but I think C9 did an okay job splitting the map. So M&S forced Dokla up there to grab that, but they landed the fight that worked for them, and now they're in complete control of this game.
Looking to land another fight. Palafox having the stolen ultimate from Berserker does not connect, but Cloud9 feeling more and more pressure, so they feel the need to turn this back onto Dokla, who uses the unstoppable onslaught to get the heck on out of there back into the riverside. Fudge now isolated by Poom and Contract. Look how fast that burn down is getting easier and easier to kill off. They need to hover around the river. They have to be worried about those flanks that CLG had executed on previously. Contracts looking for a similar angle, wants to find Berserker again, gets a knock up onto Berserker and Sven, but the rest of the team getting charmed and locked up around the Dragon side. It's Contracts this time that's the first to fall, so Cloud9 get the chance to wrap it around for another Dragon of their own.
C9 had such a better setup that tank angle, and C9 leaked out M&S at the start of this to actually just take the soul by himself. Great macro out of Cloud9.
Infuse me with what coffee would do. Oh, going in. There's a match right there. Immediate burn down of Poom. Let's see what Cloud9 could end up doing with this one. M&S going in. The channel from Dokla, if he did remain too long, but Cloud9 decide to start up this
mid lane. He's alone in that lane right now, so while they'll defend this inner bot lane turret, they're going to lose an inhibitor for the sake of it.
And going for the lockdown from Blabber just to keep CLG here. Multiple knock from Poom into the back. CLG blasting around. They take two, make that three. Coming in hot on the bot push.
C9 are split pushing, and Dokla baits them into thinking that they can actually go for that engage. Poom finds the monstrous three-man engage, annihilates them. Fudge caught out a little bit here.
Whew. Contracts popping the watch. Fudge just wanting to buy time to get to safety. Doesn't have a turret here at the tier 2. Does blast down Contracts though. Now Poom and
It's for him there, knowing that there is a lot of physical damage on the side of C9.
And C9 definitely looking to throw that physical damage at these turrets, and more Palafox. Oh, just pushing on that mid side prior, and now finally taking down the tier 2. So as Super's coming along for the support across mid, and then the entirety of Cloud9 across bot, they don't look to give up this pressure. Another ultimate engage from Blabber, and it's just right now at the start, and M&S into the backline. Boom, activated the quickness, but is on the retreat towards the fountain. CLG, they don't have a mid laner. They don't have a stance against the taking fort to do so. But Cloud9, waiting on M&S to be able to rejoin them. Poom was looking for the flank angle, has to get over the wall and flash away. M&S still looking, could not connect to get the collapse onto CLG's support, but it's CLG focusing onto the Elder. Another ultimate, this time thrown back by Palafox. Gets the root onto Blabber, but they're keeping their eyes on Dokla. M&S going in, he gets the chunk, but is the follow-up good from Cloud9? He's going in for the end of the game. That's one turret, that's two. Who cares about Elder when you got the Nexus in your sights for Cloud9? Cutting into the scrap of CLG. Palafox, can you make the stand against Fudge? What he's got coming for you in the Nexus? A stand from Cloud9, game one.
C9 through the back door, play the rest of them.